5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, I'm Messina,
I'm LJ.
I'm Tenebrae Invictus.
and today we have a special guest.
I'm Joe, 14.
Yes, you're Jove, 14.
14.
How's life and such, good sir?
For me,
Yes, you.
average.
Darn, average.
Curse the average life.
What's so average? What's been going on?
Nothing. That's why it's average.
Being on TTV is not the most exciting thing that's ever happened. Listening to me drone on and on with my monotone voice and LJ talking in his slightly high-pitched voice.
Okay, that's you wanna go? You wanna go? No.
Yeah,
Thus reinforcing his point.
watch it. Listening to us trying to set up for 21 minutes.
Yeah, it's my dream to be on TTV and listen to you guys talk and LJ talk.
And then talk for an hour and a half on average.
Well, aren't you glad it's been fulfilled?
Yeah.
Dreams come true.
But
This
yeah,
is happy on earth.
how's life and such been for all of you guys, you two, since it was the week of Christmas.
Yes, it was.
How could that not be a good week?
I was sick on
Average.
Christmas Eve and Christmas
No.
Day.
You're not the only one out of our group. Kahi was as well.
Well, the only difference is Kahi deserved it, but that's a different story.
Did he? Did he really?
Yes. Yes, he did.
What did he do?
But anyway, no, it's been interesting. It's been really cold. It's been snowy, and it's been interesting hearing Ven have a mental breakdown.
Yes.
What?
He's referring to the Halo games last night that you were not on mic for.
Oh, I see.
We had a bunch of crazy games on Halo 4 last night, and it did not really end too well for Venom.
I think Ven's mind is just kind of in little pieces right now, floating inside of his head as it tries to reconfigure exactly why. Why does he play Halo with us?
So that's the kind of thing I wish we could have recorded and put on like our Let's Play channel. I think that would have been entertaining.
It would have been taken off.
Would it?
Yeah.
Why not? I mean, yeah, why?
Why is this?
Abuse.
Hateful abuse.
Yep.
Well, what did you guys get for Christmas?
Well, I've said before, music.
And that is why you are
Couple
Melodious
sweaters and
Satan.
No, quit with the nickname. Yes,
What
the
about-
music.
What about you, LG?
A lot of interesting stuff. A lot of old Bionicle sets. Some stuff that has not come in yet. And, snow.
Cool. What about you?
Let's see.
Okay.
I got a Clone Speeder battle pack, 3 Mandalorian battle packs, Geonosian cannon, lots of candy, and lots of candy. My grandparents like to send me lots of candy.
Very nice.
I figured.
Don't confuse the two. You wouldn't want to eat the other stuff and then build the candy.
What?
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 What? It's just a piece of helpful advice.
Build the candy.
Build
and
the
eat Legos.
candy.
Where are you
Yeah.
drawing this statement from? This is what we're wondering.
I
you
am
have
drawing a
experience,
statement
LJ?
from personal experience.
What?
No, but what did he say that made you say? What made you?
I said I got candy and Legos.
Yeah. Don't mix the two up.
Okay.
If you try and eat the Legos and build the candy, someone is gonna be very unhappy.
Let's see. What did
Gotta
I get?
crap
What did I
mix.
get for Christmas? I got Bruiser, the Hero Factory set. Speeda Demon, the Hero Factory set. A bunch of chocolate chip cookies, which are quite delicious. 2 games. Fallout New Vegas. Wait, no, 3 games. Fallout New Vegas, Deus Ex Human Revolution, and Skyrim. And its DLCs. And, yeah, that's all. I'm having a bunch of fun.
So how do you like the new Hero Factory sets?
Yeah. I am the only one here that really consistently tries to acquire Hero Factory sets, though LJ has his fair
Hey.
share.
Hey,
I have not gotten a single Hero Factory set. I'm still griping about the fact that it killed
Keep it up.
Bionicle.
You're still griping about the fact that it killed Bionicle when
you
Hero
are a
killed.
role model to me, good sir.
Plus, it's
I
kind
wish
of boring.
Yeah.
I wish I could be as strong-willed as you.
The sets are all the same except for their different colors. It's like the first, like 2004 to 2005 Bionicle sets, all the
I'm gonna-
same, different
I'm gonna
colors,
kill you.
different
Get
mounts,
over here!
different-
That's more of a fair statement than saying you're not buying it because it killed Bionicle.
Yeah. Because I was about to go into a tirade about how Hero Factory was made after the decision came. Wait, no, Hero Factory was made. Yeah, it was made after the decision to kill Bionicle was made. It's not the reason they didn't kill Bionicle so they could make Hero Factory. They killed Bionicle and then developed Hero Factory. After the fact. They did not kill it to replace it.
Yeah, it killed Bionicle. Next.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
And then for your other statements, look at Witch Doctor, and look at Black Phantom, and look at all the other sets that I could rattle.
They need to release more of those. It's like
Yes.
4 or 5 big sets. Those are the only good
Inferno
ones.
XL.
Him too.
And then I don't even bother looking at them because most of them are boring.
Yes. I'm a fan of the system. I'm not. I recognize the story is kind of I mean really TV show.
I remember my parents when I first saw Bionicle, they didn't want me to get them because they thought they were evil.
Really.
Yeah.
Bionicle is of the devil.
I know. I do know people who have the same opinions.
Could you tell
And
us
which
some
is why-
stories?
And then in 2004, when I got my first Bionicle set from my grandparents as a Christmas present, I thought it was awesome, and I was really sad I didn't get like the Toa Nuva sets, which actually I'm looking at all 6 of them right now because I got most of them for Christmas, or I bought them for myself for Christmas.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Could you tell us some stories, LJ, about these people? I think they'd be entertaining.
No. They're just people that I know who have the same opinions. And
You don't have stories to tell. No stories.
no. The most entertaining stories would be the fact that it's a guy I've known. Messi, you already know him. It's Commandant.
Oh, I don't even know.
Expected it.
And
I
his parents don't like Bionicle because they kind of view it as kind of evil. And so Commandant already had Galimata and Pohatu Mata. That's actually how I got Pohatu Mata, because he had 2, and I merged the parts. That's how I got him. And it's funny because he'd come over to my house and we'd just play with Bionicle, and he loved it, to the unhappiness of his family. But no,
And
he likes Bionicle. I mean,
The storyline is the best part. I don't even always buy the sets. Like, they're cool, but I do it mostly for the story, which is why I don't. Another reason why I don't really like Hero Factory,
Makes
because
sense.
it's really boring.
I
yeah.
yeah.
So LJ, Commandant's allowed to play Call of Duty but not play with Bionicle sets.
Go.
Call of Duty isn't of the devil, but Bionicle is. I'm just kidding.
Okay. Wow. This is pretty interesting. So, well, I'm glad to hear everyone had a good Christmas. Except you, Joe, with your average light, your sickness,
Average Christmas.
your sickness. But yeah. Okay. Might as well get started with our first actual segment in that case, the news. Because, well, where would we be without BZ Power and its exciting news?
In a
Okay.
better place.
It really says something that what I'm about to read, only one of the things comes from BZP. So.
We'd have a life without BZP.
And what a life that would be. In the news this week, we have LEGO Star Wars 2013 sets on Shop at Home. Preliminary Summer 2013 LEGO set images leaked. And Summer 2013 Hero Factory names leaked. That's the news, and we're about to get to the commentary. So, there may be only 3 pieces of news, but this is perhaps some of the biggest you could possibly get because, you know, new set pictures. That's always nice. No Hero Factory set pictures, hence the names. But we do in fact have those, so that's something.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Jove, you are, I think, the only person here that actually follows LEGO Star Wars. That's a
Yep.
first for us. Usually we skip over this, but today we can talk about it. So, what are your
I'm
opinions
actually-
on the winter 2013 Summer Star Wars sets?
My opinions?
Yeah.
I'm actually planning on getting a ton of them next week. I was hoping to review them in the next episode, if that's possible. I think they look awesome, especially the Old Republic Battle Pack. I've been waiting for that because they haven't released any Old Republic sets for never.
Wow. That's unfortunate. But at least they finally did.
I'm a little in the new clones because they don't have the pinholes where you can put headgear and stuff, which is really disappointing. LEGO really botched that one because the old ones had no pinholes, and the only real upgrade they could have done is added pinholes, and they didn't.
Wow. So are they just like the same figure? Do they like make any changes, upgrades?
The helmet is shaped a little bit differently, but it's not really much more on playability.
Wow.
So it's no real appeal to younger kids compared to the old ones.
It's small
And-
stuff like that that makes me question some of LEGO's decisions.
Humans.
No.
They made a whole new mold and didn't do that.
Wow. Yeah. I don't really understand their logic sometimes. Because they could have added that functionality, but alas.
And the other battle pack was really lame because they made new molds for the helmet for the episode 2 clones, and it's nothing new except for it looks different from the old ones. So now if you want to line them up in a row, you have to have all the new ones and none of the old ones because they look weird when they're together. And it's the same helmet with a new paint design on it.
Wow.
Good going, Lego.
Yeah. Well, stuff happens like that sometimes, and it makes me rage because the same thing happens with like Hero Factory, as well. Same stuff happens with Bionicle. Questionable decisions like that. Not even ones you
Otherwise-
can really explain away with like, oh, cost concerns, pricing, whatever. Just weird.
Oh, and LEGO raised the price for the battle packs again.
What?
2 years ago it was $12. Last year was $13. Now it's $14.
Holy crud. There isn't even that much, is there? I thought there was only like some minifigures and some extra stuff.
Yeah. Like 6 years ago, the first battle packs when they released them were $10, and now it's $14, and it's the same number of pieces. Actually, the Old Republic battle pack has only like 60 pieces, and it's $14.
Wow, man.
I'm still
They're
gonna
really
get like
stepping
5.
up on the prices for these.
I'm still gonna buy like 5 of them.
Wow.
Yeah, what are your thoughts of these leaked ones here?
Well,
Republican
we'll
ship
get
and-
to that.
But Meso.
Good job, LJ.
But
No.
Meso.
I guess it wouldn't hurt to like lump in Star Wars here. Yeah, only like
Just
there will
earlier,
be
though.
more sets. So, but for now, there only 2 have actually been, leaked. What are your thoughts?
Wait a minute. You mean these are the summer ones?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Actually, speaking of which, I'm like the main editor for the Star Wars sets on Wikipedia. I'm like the first person to find out, which is kind of funny because I haven't seen these pictures yet.
Pro tip: follow Eurobricks.
I usually do, but yesterday I was busy,
Okay.
so I guess I missed it.
Yeah.
I'm looking at them now. They look pretty cool. Still plan on getting 8 of them.
8 of them.
Same for the ATTE.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at these sets right here. I can appreciate the design of the sail barge and the Republic gunship. Looks cool.
I'm wondering
Such
how much it'll cost because the last sail barge was like $80 and this one looks smaller. Watch Lego make it more expensive.
That'd be hilarious.
They're gonna make it like $100 and it's like half the size of the old one.
Yeah.
I don't think you'd want to get 8 of them then.
No, I'm not planning on
Sounds
getting
very
into the sail
Lego.
barge.
Sounds very Lego-y of a move.
That's what happened with their Arkham Asylum set they released this year. It's not like so much smaller than the old one. In fact, it may be around the same size, but it's less. It has less content to it. It's more of like a facade building that's
And it's
made
like
to look like it has an
$160.
interior. Yeah, and it's like a good $30, $40 more expensive. But
Yeah, the old one was like 80, I think, actually. And this one's double that.
Ouch, that's worse than I thought. Yeah. Oh, I guess this is a nice transition into the next bit we have here. The Summer 2013 LEGO Pictures. So in case it wasn't already obvious by now, I discovered these on Eurobricks, but that's not where they were initially posted. It's a little bit confusing where exactly these come from, but I think what I've managed to piece together is that there was a guy on Brickshelf that had a gallery up and running, and how he got how he spread the news of this gallery, I'll never know. I guess someone just randomly searched it up and found it one day on Brickshelf. But that's a little bit confusing because Brickshelf has to make things public.
Actually, I think it's on Facebook.
Well, I know I saw some of the stuff on Facebook, but the initial source from where people got the photos, I think, was Brickshelf, and then people spread the news to YouTube and Facebook and Flickr.
I also heard on Hothbricks that there was like a magazine that someone sent out that accidentally it's supposed to be the summer magazine, and somehow Lego sent it out to some random person, and they got in, put pictures up of it.
That would be interesting, because typically what happens with retailer catalogs is, some guy that runs, the local toy shop befriends, some customer, and then the customer knows what to ask for, and the guy's like, as long as you don't tell anyone, you can see the catalog. And then the guy gets the
Everyone
catalog.
would tell everybody.
Yeah, anyone with,
Who's gonna keep that a secret?
Not me, if I was ever in that position.
Oh, incidentally, I just looked it up. Yeah, the old Arkham Asylum was 80. New one's 160.
Wow!
Holy crud.
But yeah, the news spread quickly throughout the community. The pictures that were leaked were Technic, Creator, City, Star Wars, Chima, what else? Lord of the Rings, Castle, which is actually making a surprising return,
I thought it looked familiar.
and Galaxy Squad. I believe that's all. 8 themes. That does not necessarily mean they're all the sets for said themes, far from it. We already know the Chima set names, a good 7 to 8 are not pictured. Obviously there are going to be more than 2 Star Wars sets. You can see part of the box for one on the left of that picture, it just got cut off. So there's going to be at least one more Galaxy Squad, bunch more Lord of the Rings. Obviously these aren't all, but it's the best we have to go on right now. I don't know why. The guy only took pictures of part of the catalog. And then, of course, for me, the biggest omission, no Hero Factory and no Chima construction pictures, but that's the way the cookie crumbles, I guess.
I just know something strange. So Lego usually releases sets in June, and on the magazine, if you zoom in really close, it says July 2013.
Wow.
That's strange.
I don't know. They come out early. Like the HS stuff, it's out before the first of the year.
Usually
so...
they come out in May, actually. Like Toys R Us, you release it in May, but Lego officially releases it in June, and this one says July. I don't know.
About
There's-
Somerset
some say
Soldier.
some say July. Whatever.
That giant one, the Galactic Titan, looks really cool on the Galaxy Squad.
Ah,
set.
yes, Galaxy Squad. So,
I'm really interested in that. It reminds me a ton of Exoforce, actually. It's like probably the closest thing I've seen in a while.
we talked about Galaxy Squad on a past episode about how the sets aren't necessarily bad, it's just the whole concept seems really generic. Even the name. It's just kind of like, oh yes, we took two random space-related, one really space-related word, and then we threw it together. Like, oh, you could replace that wording and call it like Space Team or Universal Group or something. The Galaxy Squad.
Do you guys know what Lego Kusu is? I'm assuming you
Yes.
guys probably do.
Yeah.
There's this one thing that recently got 10,000 votes
Space
that...
Marines.
Yeah, they should have used that. They should have totally taken it and combined it because they're really close themes.
$10 that's gonna get canned just like the modular Western Town did because of Lone Ranger. That's gonna get canned because of Galaxy Squad.
I hope not. I hope they combine the two ideas.
That'd be
Doubt
nice.
it by now.
But yeah,
I really hope the storyline for Galaxy Squad is decent and it's not like terrible like every other Lego storyline is since Bionicle.
Ha ha. That's what my thoughts on that.
I don't know. Ninjago is really good.
Ninjago was decent.
Chima guys, Chima.
No,
It's
not
not out
Chima.
yet. It doesn't count. It's not out yet.
But yeah, so these
Never
sets.
count.
We were talking about it in the past episode, and we were like, oh, these sets, they're kind of generic, and I doubt this theme is going to get a second wave. But it's going to be a one-and-done theme, and what do you know? Second wave. So, a couple things of note on these sets, they're using more and more HF parts. I'm seeing the Crater Creeper, just like the Star Slicer from the first wave.
The Hive Crawler is a ton too.
Yeah. Hive Crawler has those like spikes on the legs, and I think I see a Thornax launcher in there somewhere.
Yeah, the Star Slicer was cool how they used the swords for the legs. I was planning on doing like an MOC with that, and then I saw all the new Chima and Hero Factory sets, and it's like, Lego still they did it. They used like every character has a sword like that.
Yep. It's nice though. That piece is. I want a lot of that piece, that sword piece, because it's a very nice mold. Anyway, off topic. These sets, they really interest me. Galaxy Squad, but then the names are just so absurd. We have this CLS-89 Eradicator Mech, the Crater Creeper, the Hive Crawler, and the Galactic Titan, and then one other set on the left. What do you think, LJ and Mange, of these Galaxy Squad sets?
Well, they look kind of cool, but the names are cheesy, like you just noted.
Yeah.
What's up with the CLS-89 thing? Is there something behind that, or is it just a random jumble of letters and numbers?
Probably just random letters and numbers.
Yeah, I like the Eradicator mech. That part I like. And I'm not sure about the numbers. And you're right, Jove, it does remind me a lot of HF. Sorry, not HF. Exoforce. EF.
Yeah.
I was close. And it's funny, the numbers and the letters remind me of the number letter signatures for a lot of the machines in Exoforce. Like how, you got the numbers and designations on the stickers on the sides, and that would mean a certain thing, be it flying vehicle, all-terrain, etc., etc. So that might have something to do with that. And I also like the Galactic Titan for very similar reasons.
Because it's big and it's blue.
Yeah, and there's that, and it's a tank. I like tanks. And
And it's white. I like white, but it's like my skin. No, I'm just kidding.
Come on, Envy. Come on! Anyway, the hive crawler looks interesting because those look like they're Tridax pods in a different color.
Yeah, they're like dark pink or something.
Well, I immediately dislike the set. The crater creeper looks cool though, but if it gets up to me when I have diamonds and explodes, I'm gonna be very angry.
Wow, Minecraft.
Minecraft joke.
Haha,
Oh,
you're so funny.
What's that small thing next to, or actually it's not small, what's that thing next to the Galactic Titan? It looks like a giant worm thing. I can't tell what that.
It's obviously an alien vehicle, but I don't really know.
At first I thought it was like 3 or 4 things at once.
Yeah. I don't know.
Just some alien begging for a beatdown.
Yeah.
The Galactic Titan is bigger, therefore it will win.
Not necessarily.
I love the ratios that LEGO gives. Like, they give you a giant, huge, like, vehicle that's the main thing everyone wants in the set, and this little itty-bitty, like, bug that gets crushed by it.
Yeah.
It's not even a fair fight. You have to buy 2 to make it a fair fight.
It's up to the kids to design it to be fair. And they do it, nobody knows. So anyway, yes, other themes of interest. Castle. I didn't expect this. I did not expect
Still
them to bring
exists?
back Castle.
You mean
Oh, I see.
Kingdom, right? Or are they
Huh?
calling it Castle?
They're calling it
Yeah.
Castle.
It was called Castle before as well, I think.
Now, is it a re-release of it, or is it a whole new series?
This looks to be a re-release. 'Cause
Yeah.
I remember seeing a Castle series, and I remember following it. So this is actually, for the first time in a long time, I've seen them re-release something.
Mm-hmm. I know at least
I
the
am a
King's
fool.
Castle is a re-release. I'm not sure about the others.
Do it with Exo Force.
And I'm not entirely sure if it's a complete re-release or if it's just like, oh, they changed some stuff and, just released the base
They've
set.
got to have changed it. LEGO wouldn't just re-release it
Yeah.
the same set.
I
That
know.
that would make sense. That would actually make sense. LEGO can't.
Guess
A new king. Maybe. I don't know. I remember a while back, but it definitely looks interesting. I just want to know when they're gonna release the Castle expansion pack of the detective quarters with the Nathan
Wow.
Fillion minifigure, the
Stop.
Beckett minifigure.
Please.
Okay, anyone who watches the TV show Castle will get that. Anyone else is just gonna go, huh?
I get that. Ha ha ha.
What about the
I knew that was the
Technic
joke you were
sets?
trying to get at.
What about the Technic sets and City? I see those too.
Don't care about
Wait.
City and Technic's, it's Technic, impressive vehicular designs. Absolutely
I don't
nothing
buy.
else. Yeah, that no one buys.
They're really. I look at them and I think they're really cool, and then I see the price tag. It's because it has so many little pieces, and LEGO thinks because it's smaller parts, it's the same value of the giant.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at city stuff. I actually know someone who is very interested in the Lego Police and I think some of the city stuff. This looks interesting.
Forward it till. Get them on TTV, discuss it.
Yep.
You know, it'd be
Maybe
really
in the
cool if we got like a LEGO guy who worked for like LEGO or something.
I don't know. We've had Lee Gallagher and what was his name?
Andy Elliott.
Elliot. Yeah, we had them here, and that's the only Lego employees we've got. But
We've had
like a
two,
set designer,
we've
that'd
had
be
two
cool.
comic authors. I want a set designer next. I want someone that actually makes these things and can answer for their crimes.
Front, anyone?
I'd love to get Front from Eurobricks. That is like my thing. To be honest, I'm not
Well-
even sure if he speaks English.
I was just about to say, make sure he can actually talk to us. Then ask.
Yeah.
Does Earbricks like translate what he says, or does he act? You should ask him because you have a way to contact him.
Yes, I do. And I know he can type it. I just don't know if he can speak it. There's a difference.
If you can't speak it, then we're kind of in a pickle.
Yeah, we could always do a text interview.
Yes. 'Cause,
Nobody would read it.
Yeah.
BZ Power would.
I would love to get a guy that actually makes the HF sets that can answer for their crimes, and also
Oh.
can receive praise from me for their success.
Oh yeah, praise.
It's supposedly to appeal to younger kids.
Well, yeah.
All of the Lego things appeal to younger kids. Make one for us.
Yes.
They have. It's called Ninjago.
It's the closest one.
That
Yeah.
and Lego and Bionicle.
There's Chima.
No, not Chima.
What?
When I first saw it on the back cover of that Lego magazine, I thought it said China.
Yeah.
Lego China.
The initial understanding of how it was pronounced was Lego Chima, but that was wrong.
I was like, Lego, what are you doing?
It's because it's the power of chi. So they live in Chima, and they fight for chi, because Chima, chi. See what they did there? They're so clever.
It's like Ninjago. They live in the city of Ninjago. Wait.
Yes.
No. Ninjago
No.
City.
Yeah, no. Yeah, seriously, the city is called Ninjago.
Yeah.
And then the series line is Ninjago.
Go Ninja, go.
And every
Yeah.
time they use their powers, they say Ninjago.
Nah,
Ninjago.
they say Spinjitzu. Oh, wait, no, wait, you're right, they do. Ninjago. Are you kidding me?
So
Come on!
So onwards to the final theme. How about that there Lord of the Rings? We have Elder, you've watched the movies recently.
I very recently watched them.
You should know
Yeah.
what these are, these sets.
The Hobbit ones?
Wait,
Or
wait.
the old ones?
Well, if they're from The Hobbit, then
No. They just came
No,
out
these
with
are
Hobbit
from-
sets. These are from
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
Right there.
That-
There's a relink.
Yeah, I just watched the third movie like last week. It's actually kind of funny. One of my friends said you should watch Lord of the Rings again, and I watched the third movie like last week.
I saw it last week because my family was watching it.
I actually saw the movie for the first time, the third one for the first time last week.
Did you happen to watch it on the 21st? Maybe?
Wow.
No, like the 16th.
Okay, because I saw it on 21st. The
First.
third one for the time. And I was like, well, because me and a friend of ours was like, LJ, we're going to watch both of these movies because you've never seen Lord of the Rings. So I'm going to make you sit down for about 3 to 4 hours
Yeah,
And
it's
watch-
3 hours and 20 minutes long.
for each movie. I was like, okay. So we watched them. So yeah, I do recognize some of these. The Black Battle of...
I want to read these names.
Come on, I don't get any of them.
Got the Wizard Battle, the Council of Elrond, Battle of the Black Gate, and Pirate Ship Ambush. So LJ, tell us, which movies are these sets from?
Third one.
Oh, they're all from the
No,
third one.
No, the first two are like from the first one. I think that seems more like a first one.
Wizard Battle.
Maybe.
If these are from the
Wizard
third one,
Battle.
if they're already getting to making sets for the third movie, then we're in trouble as far as longevity goes.
No, the bottom two are definitely from the third one. The
Yeah,
first two are not.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Envy's right. The first two, I think the small one's from like first or second movie.
It's from the
Second-
first one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so the second one, I'm not sure.
It's from the
Uh,
second
first.
movie when they're like
First.
talking to each other. All like, you know, when they have that like circle where everyone's talking, like all the main characters.
Let me guess. And
That's
that
the
one
first
guy
one.
goes like, one
One does
cannot.
not simply.
That's it. I swear to God, Nui, I'm gonna find whoever thought the idea of making this set and.
Oh yeah, because you know Boromir's gonna be in it, and he's gonna have his minifig hand raised up. in this set.
I can't
Alright,
help but notice these sets are scheduled to release in June, unlike the others that are in July.
In August.
Yeah, that's weird.
But no, yeah, the bottom two are definitely from the third one. There's no doubt about it, because I even remember watching them.
Oh, the
And-
castle sets say August.
Okay,
Yeah.
Is Lego like changing it? They're gonna release a new theme every month.
that'd be dumb.
That- That would actually make sense.
Yeah, Bionicle 2 coming out.
What
We
I don't
can
get
hope.
about
We
what
can
I don't
hope.
get about the Lord of the Rings sets is how like the battle at the Black Gate has like the least amount of minifigs, yet it's like one of the biggest battles in the movie. But the pirate ship ambush, which lasts like 5 minutes, gets way more minifigures.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
it's
really
like
understand.
I want them to make an L Aragorn J minifigure. You know, like because
No.
quick story when me and our friend were watching Lord of the Rings. I think she commented and she was like, "See, look, LJ, you're like Aragorn," but she didn't mean to say that like at all. Because I think she wanted to. No, I think she wanted to say I was like Smeagol, but she accidentally said Aragorn. I was like, really now? See, I've got that wicked beard. And then I made a poster. I'll get the poster and post it in this chat of like all of us with the poster for the third movie and all of our sprite masks over them, and I'm Aragorn, like holding the sword. I think Var's Golem and Meso, you're Frodo, and you're holding the ring. And
Yes.
so every time I see anything related to that character, I'm like,
That's
there I am.
me.
There I am.
Gotta get that
Anyway.
picture.
Yeah, working on it.
Get it fast so I can put it up on the screen and have it be relevant.
I
can
personally think of myself as Sheila,
Wow.
I
the giant
Actually,
spider.
once
Yeah, giant spider.
that does it, I'm going to stab you.
Wow.
No,
Lame joke is lame.
no. I'm serious. I'm arachnophobic. I hated that scene.
Cut off some legs while you're at it.
That's the photo.
You know what freaked me out more was the bit right at the end when Smeagol like chews off Frodo's finger. That was just.
No, don't tell the people who haven't seen the movie. Like, wait.
Even though it came out like almost a decade ago, yeah, don't tell people.
Poor me.
I saw
Decade
it.
and more.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! A tad bit late.
I literally saw it just 1 week ago.
I've never seen
Exactly.
it.
Oh,
Your
that's
fault.
too bad.
It really
Yeah.
is.
Decade and more.
Poor me. So anyway, yeah, those are the set pictures. But there's one more final thing related to Lego Summer 2013. Supposed, and I use that term, very, very truthfully. Supposed Summer 2013 Hero Factory set names. The names are 44008 Surge, 44009 Dragon Bolt, 44010 Stormer, 44011 Frost Beast, 44012 Evo, 44013 Aquagon, and finally 44014 Jet Rocka. These names are interesting for a variety of reasons.
And you think Galaxy Squad has lame names?
Yes.
They both have lame names.
Let's completely ignore for a second the fact that like Dragon Bolt and Frost Beast sound hilariously awkward. As does Jet Rocka. And let's concentrate on a couple key things here that are of interest. This is the first year since 2000. Actually, yeah, I guess technically this is the first year since ever where all of the heroes released thus far do not appear within the 2 waves of the year. And by that I mean, okay, the first wave was in the summer and they had all the heroes released thus far. Then in 2011 they added 3 new heroes. Then they released all the ones that they'd released prior in 2012. But now in this wave, 2013, if this list is to be believed, and I'll get to why that's a bit skeptical in a second, they are axing the characters of Stringer and Nex temporarily, or hopefully not. Hopefully it's temporary. I fear it's not temporary, but Yeah, LJ, what do you think of Stringer being absent, our favorite character? In favor of Jet Rocka,
What's that bolt name?
Dragon Bolt.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I've got to say it. Lego, if you kill off Stringer, if you remove Stringer from the story entirely, you will kill off the only good thing about Hero Factory. That's like killing off Liwa in Bionicle. You don't do that! You don't do that!
It's Goner.
Wow.
I was waiting to say that.
Yes.
Anyway, Jet Rocka, are you kidding me?
That's perhaps the most absurd thing about this entire list. They're releasing Rocka twice in a year, but once in the winter and once in the summer. It's not like the one-time exception in Savage Planet where they released him and his XL on the exact same wave, and it made sense from a story perspective.
Lego's picking favorites.
I know, right? Aside from the fact that they've already given Furno, who's a lackluster character to say the least, and perhaps one of the least interesting out of all of them, even though,
No, the absolute least interesting out of all of
they've
them.
given him
But he's red.
all of the screen time, and they have given him the most character development.
But he's
And it's
red.
all-
He has to be the main one. He's red.
Not anymore.
He has to become the new leader.
It's the same appeal that Tahu had,
Yeah. It's like,
except everyone wanted Kopaka to be the leader.
yeah. Because it's just
And
like,
he was the first one in the comic, and like everyone thought he was awesome. Then so like Tahu.
Furno's been like the main characters into the beginning because they were like, oh, I'm a rookie, I want to prove myself. Oh, I'm beginning to slowly take on more dangerous jobs to where in Breakout he's advanced to the point where he's mentoring Evo, who's like the new rookie and needs some advice on where to go. And now in this wave he's an XL, so he's like the very top of the hero. Heroes in terms of strength at the moment and like the capabilities to handle stuff. But Rocka, he has been in the front since when he was introduced, Savage Planet, and he has not been given ample time to have character development, though he's perhaps have been the only hero who actually has an interesting bit of story to go along with them, since he's part of the undercover team and whatnot, but that hasn't really been fleshed out as much as it should be yet. And now I just can't get over this. This is why I think this list is fake. Jet Rocka. What does that even mean?
It's a
Aquabot,
Rocka with a
Dragon
jet.
Bolt.
It's totally gonna be Rocka like riding a giant, really dumb-looking jet.
If they can make a good-looking Hero Factory vehicle, I'm not going to complain.
What if it's a bad-looking one?
Then I'm going to complain. But that's, I guess we'll have to see.
When's the last time they released an actual vehicle?
Just last week.
No, just kidding.
Actually.
What is it? Speed a Demon.
And I actually got him today. The demon. And this
What are
guy.
your thoughts on him?
Well, it is not as bad as I had thought it would be. It's a Technic motorcycle. You pretty much know what to expect from a Technic motorcycle.
Wow. Spiffy Lego, like you've not already released dozens of those.
Yeah. Bar the ones that are actually already released in Technic. Don't count the one they released in Bionicle, the Caxium. Don't count the one they released in Hero Factory, the Furno bike. And
What about
this is pretty.
Throwbots?
Well,
Millennium from Throwbots.
Yeah,
he
him too.
Had a
but yeah, it's not bad. It's a motorcycle. It's nothing really all that amazing, but it's solidly constructed. I really have no complaints. It's a lot less gappy than I thought it would be. So, that's fine. But I can't see them pulling off a jet all that well. Unless it's like, it's Rocka, who, I'm glad you brought up Millennium. It's like, well, what if it's Rocka, who's a Titan, and then he can transform into a jet?
It'd be Lego seriously needs to do more like transforming stuff. It's so cool.
Yeah. Can't you imagine it being heroes?
No, I don't
transformed
even imagine how it's physically possible.
Put his arms up, fold his head
Yeah,
down.
I
He's
was
a
about
jet
to say-
now.
put his arms up above his head.
Yes, for a set made out of mostly, ball and socket joints. Yes, I can totally see that happening.
Dude, I'm gonna make a mock of this straight after this recording. It's not gonna be Rocka though. It's gonna be like Jet Meso.
Jet snack.
But yeah, okay. One, I cannot see some of these names actually being actual things that exist, like Dragon Bolt and Frost Beast. They just sound way too awkward. There being only 7 sets, only 3 heroes getting released that haven't already been prior releases this year. That's kind of fishy. The fact that the only claims we had that these are true is that they were posted on Brickset right around the same time as these, leaked pictures came out.
Because Brickset always is right somehow.
Right. All the times that I've seen people edit stuff in, it's actually come true. Especially the thing that I'm actually calling to attention is like 2 weeks ago, someone edited Brickset with like Chima names. They were like, "Oh, the Lion Chi Temple, the Croc Swamp Hideout," and then what do you know? We completely forgot to talk about Chima pictures, by the way. But they're Chima pictures, absurd.
Nobody cares about Chima.
I care, but
No, you don't.
yes, I do. But yeah, that came true, and it's kind of convenient timing for it to be a fabrication. But I guess we'll have to see. Those are the names, and they're kind of absurd. So I hope that they're false. That's interesting.
Frost Beast.
Yes, Frost Beast.
It's gonna be a white beast.
Yeah.
White version of Stormer. Except for he has a different face, different weapons, and different colors.
Wow. How critical. But yes. We'll go ahead and move on to our next segment. There's like a story behind this segment because this is not actually the mailbag, LJ.
Gosh darn it.
Yeah. So there's a story behind this segment. We did a segment called Talk to Vin at one point. And the purpose was to talk to guest hosts. And then Vin actually left TTV, so we could no longer do that. So one time we had a guest on, like Kahi was here. And he jokingly was like, "Oh, we need to do a segment. Instead of talk to Kahi, it has to be talk to V Kahi," because the joke was the initials for the segments spelled TTV. So it's like TTV, the 3 virtues, but the V is silent. So today we're gonna do talk to vMeso, silent V.
Oh yeah.
So, Joev, tell us a little bit about yourself. Sorry, I just mispronounced your name. Joe. Apologies.
What haven't I said already?
I know. You said something about the editor for the Star Wars thing on Wikipedia.
Yeah, I'm also the admin for the Spybotics Wiki, Galaxy Squad Wiki, and Exoforce Wiki. I'm actually the owner of Exoforce.
Really?
Yep.
So you're pretty busy in the Lego community doing your thing.
Actually, it's pretty boring.
Okay. You're pretty well. I didn't say it was interesting. You're just pretty busy doing thing. I'm running like 3 wikis. Is it only 2? I don't know.
No, it's 3, but I only add like new information once a year.
That's still something, right?
Not really.
Okay. How about this? How did you first get into Lego?
Lego in general?
Yeah.
Putting 2 Duplo bricks together when I was like 2 years old, and I knew it was for me.
How did you come across these 2 Duplo bricks?
You don't want to know.
Wow.
Is it really that bad?
No, it's not. I'm just making a bad joke. I found him on the floor, and I put them together, and I knew it was for me. And another reason why I'm still into Legos is because I want to be an architect when I grow up, which is like my only excuse for doing it because everyone thinks I'm weird for still building with Legos.
Well, I have a tale of how I got into Lego. It involves eating at McDonald's one fateful day and discovering the Tahunga.
Oh yeah, I wish I would have gotten some of those. I was like 2 back then, so yeah.
Yeah. They were pretty cool. But yeah, okay. Let's try something else. How did you discover BZ Power?
Well, I went online and looked up BSO1, and somebody told me about BZP from there, and I got banned from BSO1 and decided to join BZP because I had nothing better to do. And now I think it's awesome. Yeah.
Okay.
If you're about to ask why I got banned from BSO1, I'd rather not talk about it.
Yeah, well, I was about to ask, but I wasn't sure if it was something you wish to disclose.
I put too many pictures up at once and it crashed the site.
Wow.
Yeah, Dorek wasn't very happy.
Well, you probably shouldn't be on Makuta Fest 2013 then. No, like make yourself scarce, just in case Dornick's there. Okay. Speaking of which, I guess I should ask: have you ever listened to our Makuta Fests before, our collabs with BSO1?
Nope, I don't think so.
They're pretty cool. They're like our crowning. Well, no, what am I saying? They're not our crowning achievement. That would probably be either Biocraft or either interviews with those people. But it's a neat thing we do every year, and it draws a pretty good viewer base. You should try and make it for Makuta Fest 2013, directly contradicting what I just said.
Maybe we'll finally get to 50 viewers.
We've hit over the 100 mark before, so.
We hit over 200
last
last year, didn't we?
They're all
Yeah.
homeschoolers from Idaho that have nothing better.
I'm gonna kill you.
Lol.
You get over it. You're gonna die!
LJ's friends.
I'm actually homeschooled too.
Cool.
Yes! Wait. I'm gonna ask a question later. Alright, come on. You're not in Idaho, are you?
No.
Let's not talk to VLJ.
Yeah, I guess my final question is, so Joe, what are you gonna do next?
I'm.
The correct answer is I'm going to Disneyland. That's the joke, but that didn't catch on. That's okay.
But Venom would say, nobody knows what I'm gonna do next.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Vin's not here, so I'm having to substitute.
With Disneyland?
No, that was the initial joke. Yeah, I guess before we end, did you have something you wanted to talk about?
Have you guys heard yet about the exocraft thing that LJ and I have been talking about?
No,
Didn't I tell you guys about it?
not
On June?
as far as I can
I-
remember.
Think so. It
I
sounds
told him.
familiar.
I told Envy about it. I was telling him that.
Yeah, LJ offered, when you guys aren't too busy, to help create Exoforce
Oh, the
Senpai Mountain in Minecraft.
Senpai Mountain. Yeah, I remember that. I was under the impression you said Exocraft. I'm like, are you making a movie? You making
No,
a
not
cinema?
making a movie.
And then I was about to berate LJ for signing us on to do such a thing. But yes, I remember about the Senpai Mountain, and yeah, we could definitely do that. Guess
Yeah, I told you, Messa. I told you I talked to you about it.
you didn't talk to me about any Exocraft. You talked to me about a Minecraft Senpai Mountain. They're two
This is the first
drastically
time
different things.
This is the first time I've ever heard the name Exocraft. Don't hurt me.
Okay.
It makes sense. You have to add the Exo from Exoforce and the craft from Minecraft.
What about
Mind Force.
Yeah, no, people wouldn't know that.
Well, okay. Do you have anything else you want to talk about, or can we
I was wondering if people who are listening to this might want to help build it eventually when we start the project, and any other Exoforce fans out there.
Yeah, when we actually get around to doing it, we'll put out a call to arms on YouTube.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I think that's it.
All right.
Cool.
Well, in that case, we'll go ahead and move on to our next segment, which is actually something we should have gotten around to doing on our 50th live spectacular, and that is the TTV Mailbag. Now, LJ, give us a little bit of background on why exactly this is kind of something we should have done, because we did it several weeks ago, and, you know. Give us the rundown.
You want me to tell everyone why we didn't
Yeah.
do it, you mean?
Yeah. That's what I'm asking.
Because I forgot to remind
Good.
everyone that we were supposed to do it.
Good job. Now, will this happen again?
No.
Okay.
What am I kidding? Of course it's gonna happen again!
Now, let us know our questions for today. Depending on how many there are, we may not get to be able to do them again.
Yeah, whatever. Okay. This is a continuation of questions from someone that that listens to us called Lord of Ice. So one question is, if you could meet someone from the Bionicle universe, who would it be, and what would you do with them?
Well,
Can you repeat that?
yeah, please. I was like kind of half zoning out.
Thanks.
No problem.
If you could meet someone from the Bionicle universe, who would it be, and what would you do with them?
Solek, and I'd murder him. No.
Same answer for me, except with Valika.
But you can.
If he didn't do it
He's
to me
a
first,
great.
he's a Matoran.
Great being.
What about you, Aldo? What would you do?
If I could meet someone in the Bionicle universe, I would meet Liwa and tell him not to not to go to Licoro in order to get that crown on his face.
Wow.
Oh, and also to to name it to name the Midox Sky Blasters LJ Sky Blasters.
Right.
No, that'd be called the L Blaster Jays. Pew pew pew.
That's about as good as
Right.
Jet Rock, huh?
Yeah. Jet.
Better than Jet Rocka. The
You
L
mean
Sky
worse.
Blaster Jays. What about you, Envy?
I really don't know.
Wow.
Maybe I'd meet Matoro and get him to not sacrifice himself.
You'd take his place.
Well,
Wow.
I kind of want to keep my life, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe I could use him as a light bulb after he puts on the mask of life.
Wow. A light. Epic sigh.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
next
done with
question.
that.
But seriously, if I could meet anyone, I would probably want to meet Hydraxon and tell him that he's actually,
Decker.
why am I forgetting? Yeah,
That
Deckard.
actually already happened in the story
Wow.
and completely disregarded it.
Wow.
So, yeah.
He's a professional at everything he does.
Alright, so next question is, if you were a Toa, what power and mask would you have on? And would you have a team or be a loner?
If I was a Toa, I'd have like the mask power of.
Can we have made-up ones, or is it only real ones? Canon ones?
Let's go with anything goes, made up.
If it was canon, I'd have the mask of stealth. I forget what it was. Like, was it the Volatac? Yeah, definitely. A white Volatac crafted to resemble a skull, I believe, was
Why
my
not
mask.
Kahuna?
Because that's ugly.
Doesn't it do like the same thing?
good question. LJ, what do you have to say to this?
Wow. Just wow, that's all I have to say.
But it's true, isn't it?
So yeah, that to me.
you. What about you, Joe?
I would probably want to be a Toa of the Green, which is
Plant life.
obvious because my favorite color is green.
A toe of a color.
Yep, exactly.
I forgot.
Actually,
I forgot
by
my
canon,
Toa type. Toa of Shadows.
according to BSO1, it actually is referred to as Toa of the Green.
The green.
And
That's
it's
gonna
funny.
change right now.
It's funny because they're green and blue, which makes no sense.
Of course. No.
Toa of the green and also maybe blue.
What about mass power?
I'd probably have Irune's mask, the mask of quick travel, Kowalski, right?
Yeah, cool. I'll see. Okay, cool. What about you, Envy?
I'd have the mask of cool bro, and the power would be dude bro coolness awesome.
Wow, really?
Cannon.
Honestly, I don't know, because usually I characterize myself as a toe of ice with slightly different shades than Kopaka Nuva. I'd probably just stick with the usual Akaku and X-ray vision.
Okay.
That mask is totally obsolete in Cardanui. I found it hilarious when he said it can't see through the fog. Seriously. Well, there goes my mask.
X-ray vision.
Yeah.
And then Golly's mask was
How can you
pointless
not
too.
see through it?
Golly's mask was pointless too because she can go in the water without getting mutated.
The mask of waffle iron.
Yeah. That's what happens.
Wow. And for me, it would be I'd be a toe of air. I would have
A mangosteen.
Mask
quiet.
of Mangosteen.
As far as mass powers go, I'd just probably have a mask of levitation because I couldn't really think of anything else.
I don't see the point of that. Why would you need air power? I still don't get this. Why Lua needs air power, a jetpack with his
You
adaptive
did-
armor, and levitation.
Found another one. Why do these people
But-
always come to us? No, I'm kidding.
But he has adaptive armor that lets him fly.
Yeah.
Just because continuous air power to float takes a lot of concentration. The mask, just go.
He has
You're
adaptive armor that.
Well,
has
up until
jetpack.
the adaptive armor.
I'm not talking about before then, but it's completely pointless now that he has adaptive armor.
Just gonna-
And kind of the same for Golly too, because I'd imagine it adapts to underwater too.
But yeah, I'd probably just be a toe of air and maybe a mask of what's it called? Mask of summoning, maybe.
The Zoth.
Yeah. And
How do you pronounce that? It has 2 T's.
I just think it's Zoth. I'll look it up later.
Yeah,
But yeah.
Zat. No.
Wow.
And then, but would you guys be in a team or just go alone?
Lone wolf.
Team.
It's the only way
Meso,
to
the
go.
lone wolf legend. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right.
I'd be on a team if I could be the leader.
And I would probably be in a team as well.
Fine.
And, yeah.
Any other questions?
And yeah.
What now?
Any other questions?
Couple of RVB related ones.
We'll save those for another episode.
So, for now, then I guess for now that ends mailbag. Thanks, Lord Device, for sending them in. We'll answer more later.
Aw, thanks.
Yes, thank you.
Well, we rarely get questions, so we're milking this for all it's worth. 3 TTV mailbags is more than we've had in 3 years. But yes, alright. Well, do you still want to do the comic spotlight or not?
Yeah, I'll just make it quick.
Okay. And in that case, we'll transition into our final segment, Comic Maker Spotlight.
another exciting comic maker spotlight. Today we're going to be looking at another exciting comic series. Get ready, hold on to your seats.
You don't sound too happy. Why is this?
Sunshine.
I wonder why. LJ, could you please tell us why you're so bored? No.
Oh, wait. Okay, anyway, so today we're going to be looking at a recently new comic series, and by new, I mean brought back. It's called RXC 3.0, started by BZ Power member The X. A little bit of background. The X joined BZ Power approximately 4 years ago. In that time, has 1,050 posts, and has an avatar illustrated by a sprite illustration of himself with Zaron RXC 3.0.
Wow.
So an advertisement. So, coming to the topic and you see his poster. RXC 3.0. Now with 3 times the insanity.
Oh, that's a really inventive slogan.
Moving on. So we see here that the comics use RZ, which actually is a dying breed in the comics form.
Wait, RZ's a dying breed?
Yeah.
Finally. I mean,
Yeah.
hate RZ.
Mm.
It's no secret.
Gee, these days in comics, what isn't dying?
Sorry. So we look into it, and the first comic starts off with the main character playing Halo and raging about it being Halo, not Call of Duty.
Wow.
So I'm moving away from this comic series. That's the end of the comic. So anyway, another character comes in and tells him to make some comics, and then leaves. So that's the long. There's some more, intriguing.
Leaves with a threat.
Yeah, threat. Yeah, you'd better, because it'd be a real shame if your internet cut off in the middle of your match. So, yeah, it's kind of funny. And the next comic, they're talking about making a comic. It's someone who speaks without any spaces in his words comes in, screaming about the end of the world, and gets hit.
Wow.
Kind of like Meso.
Kind of cool. I just realized this guy here in the black and the yellow and the gray looks a lot like Messi.
That's what I was just thinking.
Anyway, so moving on. And then finally, a Christmas comic. And they got a tree.
Hey, you spelled
Hooray.
gentleman wrong.
Yay, they got a
Christmas. Dude, no, look. He put Christmas, and the first time he mentions Christmas, it's like the name Chris and then Miss.
Wow.
I am not going to comment on his misspellings. So, anyway, this series is interesting. The characters are very interesting. They kind of seem to have the same personality, but I'm going to wait and see since it's relatively new. Except for that one guy who doesn't talk any spaces in his text. Graphics are interesting, but the backgrounds seem kind of blurred. I like how the author uses a blue background with contrasting brown floor, but it's all blurry and kind of hard to look at. So, the text is easy to read, and I like that. It corresponds with the characters very well. And I just realized that red guy does talk with spaces in his text. But yeah.
Yeah.
I'd honestly suggest to the author probably just redo the background a little bit, make it not as blurry.
I'll agree.
But otherwise, it's a very solid series. I can't find very many problems with it.
By that same token,
You
there's
never
nothing
do.
really outstanding about it either. But it's a solid.
Yes.
It's a solid series. That's
Yeah. I'd also suggest probably doing something with the characters, like making shades to them, shade them a little bit. I don't know,
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah, it's not bad, but it's kind of fun to read, and it gave us some laughs.
Yeah. Definitely.
Like Christmas.
Christmas. Anyway, yes, and we're double check everything you type. I have that problem a lot, and yeah.
Yep.
And but yeah, so go check out RXC 3.0. We'll link it in the description. That's the end of the Comic Maker Spotlight. Go back to sleep.
At your own risk.
Yeah. Well, good job. Maybe be a bit more enthusiastic about it in the future.
Or more enthusiastically, LJ.
Yeah, I'll be more enthusiastic.
Fine. Yay.
Okay.
I am enthusiastic LJ.
So this was
Hear me cheer.
This was TTV episode 51, and I quite enjoyed it. Thanks.
Absolutely.
Thanks for being on, Joe.
Or was it Joev or Joeve? I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Thanks, Jove.
You're a funny guy.
Yeah, it's fun having you on, and hopefully we can have you on like maybe next week or sometime soon.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Or the next week. Or the next week. Or the next week. Okay.
Or the next week.
Wow.
Okay, so yeah, thank you for listening. If you liked this video, be sure to rate, comment, subscribe, rate.
No kind object.
Yep, no car. Yeah, I mean, like, free and the clear. I can say rate as much as I want.
Rate.
Remember, in the place of an actual rating system, comment with your score of 1 to 10. And yeah, I'll really appreciate it.
Do you accept 11 out of 10?
No, I don't. It's improper rating.
My
Oh,
rating
come on.
system goes to 11.
10 only. 10 is definite. Anyway, this was TTV episode 51 because I neglected to say the number earlier. Thank you for listening. I'm Messina.
I'm LJ.
I'm Tenebrae Invictus.
And I'm Jove.
14.
14.
Yeah, see you guys next time. Probably first episode of the new year.
Yep. Happy New Year.
Yes.
See ya.
See ya.
Go do something with your life.
Don't make it average.